to the channel and my second market watch. And recently, there has been a new structure deck that's been released, the Chronicles deck, the Spirit Charmers. And so today, I thought for fun, let's look at some of the prices of the Spirit Charmer girls because these will probably be impacted by the release of it. If you go on YouTube, you can find just one opening so far by a man who got access to the structure deck a little bit earlier than the rest of them. But I have each of the Charmer girls pulled up. I didn't pull up the Familiar Possessed, although those are getting 4 new Familiar Possessed monsters, as well as creatures to go alongside of them that can special summon from the extra deck and things like that. But today we are going to take a look at this. So I pulled up Arya first, I think is how you pronounce her. But I do want to take a look at her Quarter Century Secret Rare here out of Quarter Century Bonanza. And for Near Mint First Editions, it is only $6, and I don't think there's been a whole lot of, not a whole lot of sales recently on these, but maybe here in the near future there will be some sales just because of that structure deck release. People might get excited just to play it at the locals and things like that. And we haven't had really any sales for the Starlight Rare. This is from Eternity Code, but the Starlight Rare here for $126, Near Mint First Edition from a certified seller here, I would say. So that's the floor on that one. We've only had one sale this year so far for $138. So I doubt the Starlight Rare would probably move over the Quarter Century Secret Rare, considering they're virtually identical. Like there's not much of a difference here. Maybe some texture, that's about it, as well as the Quarter Century Secret Rare stamp. But if I was to make my deck extra shiny playing this card in the new Charmer Girl deck, it would be this one because it is considerably cheaper. There is just the regular effect monster as well with Yugioh, the Risen down here, which I will talk about in just a second for fun. This is not from one of the rarity collections. This is actually from Rage of the Abyss, but it is a Quarter Century Secret Rare, not a Starlight. And this one looks like it has had a couple sales this year, not a whole lot, just 4 of them for around $15 to $18, and there is a verified-ish listing for $18.97. I don't know if this will be played in the deck. You probably already have a copy of it in the deck, and the whole deck is ultra rare, and there is a secret rare promo that you get as well in the deck. So I mean, everything is already blinged out, but yeah, it is not $39. It is about half of that price. And then I do want to mention Yugioh the Reason as well as Yugioh just for fun, because this is Aria's, or not Aria's, yeah, it is Aria's monster here, but the Duelist League promo versions are all fairly like over $1, which is kind of great and stuff like that. But then the Abyss Rising is only 20 cents, you know, probably for a mod plate or something. Let's take a look here real quick together. But Near Mint First Editions are not on the first page. Okay, hold up here, guys. Are Near Mint First Editions of these getting bought out? What the heck? Holy smokes. Near Mint First Edition, 40 cents for a rare from Abyss Rising, which that was a set that's come out quite a while ago. Let's see, is there any sales for this? Holy smokes, there's a sale 2 days ago. Someone bought 55 of these for a quarter. They might be onto something. Maybe they think this one's going to go up like the Duelist League promos or something like that. But if you have those and want to sell them for almost half $1, I would definitely put those up. And then don't forget there are Lost Art promotions of each of the, not each of the girls, but 2 or 3 of the girls specifically. I don't think the Earth one has one yet, but there's a Lost Art promotion of this and Near Mints for these, which these come sealed, so hopefully it's Near Mint unless you've been, banging around in your pocket or stuff that are less than $1. And those could be something that might go up here in the near future. Next up, we do have the Earth Charmer and Channeler here. Asa, I think is how you pronounce her name. Also the Immovable if you're looking at the Link monster, but the Starlight Rare is going for only $22. So this might not be played nearly as much as Area. But if it were to be, and you scooped one up for 23 and it went to 100 and something like Area, that would be a pretty good market move, I would say. Then here is the Effect Monster Starlight Rare from Power of the Elements, which also was the one that this, or no, it didn't actually come out the same one. I'm surprised by that actually. Okay. Getting my facts on straight here, but this one here, Near Mint First Editions are $12, which is not bad for a Starlight Rare. out of a main set, although Yu-Gi-Oh hasn't been doing the best recently. And we have had a sale 6 days ago for $12. And then we do have the Quarter Century Seeker from Quarter Century Stampede, which was a super fun set. And there has been a couple sales, 3 sales within the last couple days. I doubt any of these will move significantly, but I would pay attention because if they do, I wouldn't want you to miss out on that type of opportunity. And then for the the Wind Charmer, Starlight Rare Rising Rampage, which has come out a little bit ago. There has been no sales within this year. There is one near mint first edition for 164 with a Portuguese for 149. Would not recommend making that type of move, especially, given that you'd have to have the translation and things like that. But this one is significantly better off than the. That is crazy that this one is only. Near mint first editions, those are only $20. I don't know why she is so cheap compared to the other ones. That might be something to look into, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, 164 for that pretty little penny. And then as for the Starlight Rare of the Effect Monster, which looks super cool, I will say, there has been a couple sales within the last week or so at $28 a piece. All of them are about even here at near mint first editions. There are no lightly playeds listed whatsoever, which is crazy. Not a single lightly played. And there's only 2 pages of these. I wonder if this got bought out. No, there's no way this got bought out. Because, there's only 2. There's just low listings on this one. So, I mean, if you have one of those, you could probably charge a little bit extra if they start to sell out. And then here is the Quarter Century Secret from Quarter Century Bonanza. The graph is showing that it went up a little bit, and there has been some sales. Let's see here. Near mint first edition. Probably would not recommend buying from that individual. 10 sales. Well, they have 100% positive feedback. 10 sales, I guess. Whatever. I just wouldn't personally do that. $17 for this one. And they were selling it on the 14th for $3 less. So it has made a little bit of a market move. So if you have those in bulk or whatever, might as well sell them for fun. There's, of course, Century Seeker of the Effect Monster as well. This one has not necessarily really gone up, and you can get them for less than $5, which is not a bad move to make if that is something that would be impacted by this. And there has been 2 sales in the last couple of days, which is not a lot. And then this is the Lost Art promotion, Storming Wind for her. And has there been any sales? Nope, not really. 1 sale. And for less than $1, you too can own the the Lost Art, which isn't alter art, of that. And the last one, my favorite, because fire is my favorite element in real life. We got Haita, I think is how you pronounce her name. I played her in my Salmagrade deck, which was really fun. But the Starlight Rare for her, in my first edition, is about $43 roughly. From Rising Rampage as well, I believe. And there was quite a few sales on the 4th there. None past that, so about 12 days ago, or Phantom Revenge, sorry guys, not Rising Rampage, my apologies, but this, very good card in Fire decks, very helpful, and Salmagrades, enjoyed that. And then this is the Effect Monster here from Duelist Nexus, not a very popularly opened set, I would say, so there's probably not a whole lot of listings for this, just 2 pages here. That's here, 2 pages, wow, that's 3, maybe like less than 15 listings. Only 1 sale though. But if this starts to go up and it's low on listings already, I would say that would be a good opportunity to move that card as well. And this is Quarter Century Secret from Quarter Century Stampede, as the rest of them. This one probably was purchased more, obviously, than the Starlight. Just given, in the past at least, for people who are playing fire decks and things like that, just because it's very shiny and not very expensive. And then last but not least, we do have her Lost Art as well. Blazing Haida, or whatever her name is, from the Lost Art as well. And this is also under $1. So you can get all the Lost Arts for less than $1. So if you find a seller that has all of them, you're like, hey, I want to have all the Lost Arts, boom, there you go. And who knows, they might be worth something in the near future. But that is all I have for you guys. I would say if you got any of these in your bulk from Abyss Rising, I may throw them up for a quarter to 75 cents, and who knows, they might sell. They might become popular for some reason. But thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys in the next video.